In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily edit and reframe your Insta360 X4 footage using the Insta360 app. One question I often hear is, what is reframing? This complete beginner's guide answers your question by explaining reframing, how to do it, and showing you some awesome, simple effects to inspire you. With reframing, you can change how your video looks without setting up shots in advance. It looks hard, but it's actually really useful. You can edit your 360 videos later to get the perfect shot after you've already captured it. All it takes is a little practice. 360-degree filming opens up a world of possibilities for your footage. By zooming in or out, changing perspective, or adjusting the field of view, you can seamlessly blend shots and create a video that perfectly matches your vision using creative editing techniques. Now, how you reframe is up to you, and there are multiple ways of doing it on the Insta360 mobile app and Insta360 Studio. That's the desktop software. Check out the links in my description or my channel for my guide on using Insta360 Studio desktop software, but for now, we're talking about the mobile app. Whether it's by moving your device, letting AI pick out the highlights, or manually choosing your shots, I'll walk you through each reframing option for mobile creators. I'll be doing this on my iPad, but it's the same with the phone app too. Okay, let's get started by making sure you have the latest version of the Insta360 app for your device. Now, updates go out regularly with improvements, new effects and features, as well as bug fixes, so make sure you are up to date. And next, you want to import your footage to your device. Now, I find it best to download footage to my device, or else I use the quick reader and plug that into my device. Relying on a Wi-Fi connection to edit whilst the footage is still sitting on the SD card on your camera is both slower and a lot less reliable. So I would definitely recommend downloading to your device or using that quick reader option. You can use any card reader to do that. Okay, so now I've got my footage into my device all connected, then I will open up the footage. So the app has, let's just stop that there. Hello. The app has access to my footage, and now I want to go in and trim the start and end of a clip. So that's when you're setting up at the start or turning off at the end. And you can always retrim after editing if you need to. This is quite a long clip, so I'm just gonna do this kind of like theoretically. Let's press trim down here at the bottom. And let's just say I want to bring that all the way up to here. And let's just trim the end of the clip as well over to here. We're gonna cut the length of the clip quite significantly. Okay, so here's a pro tip. You can use the jump cut feature here, which lets you choose the best parts of your footage and removes everything else. Here's how you do that. When you're in the trim editing dialog box here, what you wanna do is, here you see trim, just jump to jump cut. Okay, so now I have the timeline here where I already have the trim. So what I want to do is perhaps cancel that there. So I've got the whole clip now available for me. And now what I can do is scroll through the timeline and select a starting point and tap the scissors icon here. Then I can scroll the timeline and select an ending point and tap the scissors again. Now I can skip the part of the video that I don't want and tap the scissors again to select the starting point, and I can use this scroll bar and choose the ending point of the next clip. And I can carry on doing that throughout the video. Let's say I want to stop here. We'll just have those 3 excerpts that I've selected in the larger clip. Now I just want to tap the check mark to confirm, and the app will combine all those clips together, which is great. So you can see it's all here. Now, if I want to undo my cuts, I can tap the trim icon again and just tap the trash icon, and I can get rid of those clips and start again. Okay, the next thing I want to tell you about is choosing the aspect ratio depending upon where you're going to share your footage. So that's up here in the top right hand corner. Now we can choose 16:9, which we have here, which is great for YouTube, or we can choose 9:16, which is great for Instagram stories or TikTok or shorts. We can also choose 1:1, which is square for Instagram posts and Facebook, And if we go back here, the last option here is 2.35:1 for widescreen cinemascope. And that's for more cinematic videos, short films, which I don't know, maybe you won't use that often, but it's good to know that it's here. Let's just switch that back to 16:9 for now. Okay, let's get into keyframing on the Insta360 app. The first reframing method here is by manually adding keyframes by using this little yellow button. Keyframes tell the video where you want to look in your shot and fixes the perspective to the one you choose. And you can use multiple keyframes to show various different angles and perspectives, and the video will transition between them. Okay, let's get into it and I'll show you what I mean. So first we scroll through the video timeline and find the point that you want to edit. I'm going to start right at the very beginning here. Now I can change perspective by swiping around the screen and finding the view that I want to start with. Okay, so I'm going to swipe around here. There's me on the other side of the camera from the cricket pitch, just in front of the museum. Now I want to just zoom out a little bit as well, so I'm just going to use the pinch on my screen and maybe just get a little bit more of me. And there I am. That's great. Once you're happy with what you've come up with, then you click the yellow plus icon on the timeline to add a keyframe. Now I'm going to tap on the screen. It may be that on your phone you continuously hold the screen and it will play the footage from your chosen perspective. All right, let's try that. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. Okay, that's great. Now you can go through your timeline and add more keyframes from any angle or view, and you can also adjust the angles of view as well. Let's do that. Okay, let's go along here. Okay, I seem to have changed position here. Let's see, when I start walking, okay, there. Let's get me more centered again. Okay, I can do that there. That's pretty good. Now what I want to do here then is to add another keyframe. And then that will track between here, and it will change position. Okay, let's try that. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. I'm here at the Basin Reserve, which is the headquarters of cricket in New Zealand and widely acknowledged to be one of the most beautiful cricket grounds in the world. Let's walk around for a little while. I'm here on the Insta360. So that's transition between the starting point and this point here where I had the next keyframe. Now, if I thought that's actually transitioning a bit too late and I want to go back and change something, you can update the keyframe by just going back to it, changing perspective. So let's say I want to go, just for argument's sake, let's say I want to go to Tiny Planet. Okay, and then I can just change the position of that so that I want to get myself in the right position here. Let's just say that. Now what I can do then is I can just hit update right here, and that will update your keyframe and change what you had earlier to what you now prefer. All right, let's just take a look at that. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. I'm here at the Basin Reserve, which is the headquarters of cricket in New Zealand and widely acknowledged to be one of the most beautiful cricket grounds in the world. Let's walk around for a little while. I'm here on the Insta360. Okay, I'm happy with that, but you can get super creative with keyframes and create head-spinning edits with dynamic movements. Now, if you're not sure how to create movements between keyframes or don't have time for a full edit, Pro Edit has over 40 automatic movement templates to help you out. You can simply tap the yellow plus icon at the start point, adjust the perspective, tap movement, and choose template. All right, let's have a look. Let's add, we'll get here, back to the beginning again, and let's tap movement. Okay, it's telling me swipe to select a perspective and apply a motion preset. And you can modify and update the keyframes and adjust timing and speed. Okay, got it. Okay, let's try one here. Let's try a, let's see, there's so many here that I can choose from. Let's just try a really simple one, a slow push here. Oh, look at that. Hello, my friends. You join me here today on a So I can just add that, or I can delete it, or I can change it to something else. Here's a slow pull. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a Now you can drag it across the timeline, make it as slow as fast as you want, and adjust the perspective of the endpoint if you want to. And when you're done, the video will smoothly transition between the points with a dynamic movement. All right, let's just try that. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's hit play. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. I'm here at the Basin Reserve, which is the headquarters of cricket. So there you go, that's how you add a dynamic movement between a couple of different points. Now, if all that feels a bit overwhelming, don't worry. Here's where the AI built into the Insta360 app can help. First, let's talk about the quick edit feature, which you can find at the top just here. Now, renamed from Snap Wizard, Quick Edit streamlines the reframing process by automatically recording your phone movements, swipes, or virtual joystick movements as live movements in your video. Here's the virtual joystick just here. You can use that to move around, scan around your screen, which is sometimes easier to do with your thumb if you're using this on a phone. It also has a 360-degree view button, which automatically pans around the video. It's just here on the left. Let's see what happens when I press it. Widely acknowledged to be one of, or I can use this slider button here just on the bottom left here with the magnifying glass and the plus, and I can use that to get a tiny planet effect like this right here. Now this is easy, it's fast, and it means that you can record multiple reframed edits from the same clip and export them instantly from the quick edit interface. Okay, let's just reset this back up to something like normal. And watch me as I do it so you can get an idea and try it yourself. First, I've just opened the clip that I want. I've tapped quick, and now I'm going to tap the red shutter button to start recording the live edit. The most beautiful cricket grounds in the world. Let's walk around for a little while. I'm here on the Insta360 X4 and I'm recording with the Rode Wireless Pro wireless microphone here as well. So hopefully the audio will look quite good. Let's just turn down here and I'll just get down these steps and we'll head towards the edge of the ground. There's a game going on at the moment. This is Wellington versus Otago, and we'll just get the most beautiful cricket grounds. Now, did you see what I did there? Swiping my screen around with the finger, I was moving the iPad around a little bit, and I was using the 360 view, and then I was using the joystick as well. Now, it takes a bit of getting used to, but with some practice, you can find this to be a lot of fun. You also saw that I used that automatic pan around the video as well, and the clip that I've just recorded is now down here at the bottom of my timeline. And what I can do now is, if I'm happy with that clip, let's just say that I can choose quick export up here at the top right for a version that's good enough to use on social media, or I can use custom export for better quality and just change the parameters to what you need for whichever platform you're going to put it on. Here's quick export, it's allow full access, and it's saved. Okay, the next method to edit and reframe is by using ViewFinder. Now, like Quick Edit, it also records your phone movements and swipes, but this time you can further edit your clips with the normal editing interface like color, field of view, and aspect ratio. So here's how you do it. First, go back to the Pro Edit and add a keyframe with the plus icon. Then click here on ViewFinder. Now press the record button. Now you can use this with your thumb. It's really easy to do if you're carrying your phone around with you. And you can move your phone around and swipe the screen to look around your 360 footage and change direction. And the app will record those movements in the video. And you can use your thumb here on the right to use the zoom bar. It takes a bit of practice, but you'll soon get the knack of it. Just watch me as I try this. Now this is a X4, as I say, recording on minus 0.3 EV, just because it is a bright day. So I'm just taking down those highlights just a little bit. and it's on standard color as well. Now hopefully the Rode Wireless Pro, there's a little bit of a breeze, but you should be able to kind of like have that muffled down a little bit here. Got some school kids here who are coming to watch the game over lunch. Again, it takes a bit of practice, but you'll soon get the knack of it, and it is a lot of fun. Many times have I spent hours spinning on chairs whilst recording my 360 videos. Okay, the next method is for when you are short of time or you want the app's AI to do the heavy lifting for you, or maybe both. In fact, if this works out well for you, you may never feel the need to get into the other methods involving keyframing that I've already talked about. With the AI edit, the AI analyzes your footage, chooses the highlights, and automatically edits them. Here's how. We've got the video I want to edit. Now I can tap AI. And here's the AI auto frame feature. Now, if I press this analysis icon just here, that starts the initialization process. Hello my friends, you join me here today. Okay, that took a couple of minutes just because this is quite a long clip, but you can see a folder here with clips in it. Let's have a look at those. It tells me I can choose a template to edit the video. Beautiful sunny. Okay, let's have a look at the clips. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. I'm here at the Basin Reserve, which is the headquarters of cricket in New Zealand and widely acknowledged to be one of the most beautiful cricket grounds. We can tap to choose the view that you want to follow. So we just had a look at that selfie view. There's a forward view, which we can have a look at if we want to. You can see it's just updating the timeline here. There's an architecture view, which is focusing on the buildings. There is a scenery view, which is just fishing out all the different parts of good scenery in the clip. And there's others where it doesn't fit neatly into other parts or categories that we've already looked at. Let's have a look at the architecture clips. Now it's giving me 30 seconds here, 37 seconds. Going on at the moment. This is Wellington versus Otago, and we'll just get around a bit closer to the game there, but you can watch it out here whilst we're walking around. Okay, so that's one clip here. Let's look at the selfie clip. Let's play that. Hello my friends, you join me here today on a beautiful sunny Wellington day. I'm here at the Basin Reserve, which is the headquarters of cricket in New Zealand and widely acknowledged to be one of the most beautiful cricket grounds in the world. Let's walk around for a little while. That's interesting because it detected that I was first talking and then I was talking about the cricket ground and then it came back to me again. So that's actually quite clever. Now, once you're done and you've seen all the clips that have been produced for you, all you need to do is to export the clips down here on the bottom left, or you can tap auto edit and you can add filters, transitions, music, whatever it is that you want to do, and it'll produce that clip for you. Now in this case, it's produced a 1 minute 4 clip for me, and I can choose various different templates that I want to use and music as well. And you play around with your clips and see what you end up with. Okay, let's come back to the main interface because I want to tell you about another way of tracking without you having to do much at all to get a cool clip that's pretty much ready to share in just a few taps of the screen. Now, DeepTrack 2.0 is a subject tracking algorithm that automatically keeps the subject of your video in the center of the frame. And you can apply this to your videos with a single tap, making the editing process even more simple and convenient. Now you can see I've come back here to Pro Edit, and now I want to add a keyframe right here. And then I can select DeepTrack. Now what I want to do is draw a box around the subject. So that's me here. Once that's done, I can click Start Tracking. Now the AI will automatically follow me, or whatever your subject is, throughout the video, or when you press Stop Tracking down at the bottom here. Okay, let's just get me moving, and then we'll see what it does. Now you can see it's tracking me and keeping me at the center. And when it's come across a keyframe, it's asking me if I want to continue tracking and overwrite the current effect. I'm going to say yes. So let's remove that keyframe, and tracking has taken priority, and the AI will continue to follow me throughout the video and keeping me centered. Oh, look, I've got another keyframe coming up here. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure we know. Yep, it's asked me again. I'm going to stop tracking this time. And that's it. Okay, and now you see this green part here is where the deep tracking has been applied. Let's follow that through and let's see when it starts tracking me as we watch the preview of the video. Hello, my friends. You join me here today. I'll just scrub through a little bit until I start moving. Here we go. Play. I'm here on the Insta360 X4 and I'm recording with the Rode Wireless Pro wireless microphone here as well, so hopefully the audio will look quite good. Let's just turn down here and I'll just get down these steps. And you can see as I turn the corner, I was still being tracked, keeping me in the center of the frame. If you want to find out more about how to get cool automated effects with your Insta360 camera, check out this video on how to use ShotLab. I'll see you there.